Hey guys, and welcome back to a very belated episode of Caretaker Gamer. I'm sorry that it took a very long time to do this episode, and my last video I did say that I would do a video every other week. However, I was in the middle of moving out to Los Angeles. As you can tell, I am now here in Los Angeles to pursue my career in filmmaking, more specifically in picture editing. Well now, since I am all settled in and I already have everything on track, I can now do a video every week. And in today's video, I will be doing Bloodborne for the PS4. You are a hunter, a diseased one at that, and you are in search of a cure for this disease, which leads you to Yharnam. Yharnam is a place of blood administration where they use blood in search of cures and to advance the human race. However, when you first enter Yharnam, you are welcomed by angry villagers. Resident Evil 4, anyone? Yharnam is plagued by monsters, angry villagers, and just wonderful and beautiful Lovecraftian creatures. If you don't know who H.P. Lovecraft is, look him up. Marvelous stories. Cthulhu, anyone? You go through Yharnam trying to unlock its mysteries and hopefully to find a cure. However, you are infused with infected Yharnam blood, and at this point you cannot tell what is reality or a dream. As you venture through Yharnam, you will unlock the mystery of Yharnam. However, I'm not going to spoil anything here, so just have to go play it to find out what the mystery is. Bloodborne is a hack and slash game, but you have to be very, very careful because you will die many, many, many times. Every time you die, the world gets reset, all the enemies are back, and they're out to get you again. Because of this, you can learn from your mistakes very easily, although it will take you many, many tries, especially with bosses. Unlike in the Souls games, which are heavily shield-based, in Bloodborne you do more evading. You roll, jump back, jump to the sides. However, it doesn't always help. You also have a lock-on feature which you can do to enemies. However, use it during the right times. However, locking on can cause many, many problems. You will not be able to see what's behind you, and you will not be able to evade as quickly. The main weapons in Bloodborne are called switch weapons, which is usually a weaker weapon, but then when you switch it, it becomes more powerful and does a lot more damage. However, it's slower and uses a lot more stamina. Your weapons are for your right arm or your left arm. Your right arm is your main weapon, and your left arm either is a torch or a firearm. However, when you activate the switch feature on your switch weapons, you will not be able to use your left arm weapon that you had before. Probably the most useful thing to help with tough enemies, but are slow enough for you to determine when they're about to attack. You can use your pistol or rifle, and you can use it to your advantage instead of just staggering an enemy for a second. When they are about to attack, you can shoot them and they will stagger to the ground, which gives you time to come in and which lets you come in and do a lot more damage, and a lot of the times killing normal enemies. Depending on the boss, sometimes using your gun to stagger them works. However, for the most part it does not. After beating a new boss or unlocking a new area or finding runes, armor and new weapons and new items may be available, which is located in one of the messenger's pools in the Hunter's Dream. Also, in the Hunter's Workshop, you can go and repair your weapons or use bloodstones to help make your weapon even more powerful. It is always recommended to always strengthen up your weapon. You also have to strengthen yourself up. As you kill enemies, you earn blood echoes. But if you die, you lose them all again, but you have one chance to go back and get them again. You can use these blood echoes to buy things from the messengers, and you use it to upgrade your character. You can upgrade the stamina, your health, your strength in order to make your weapon even more powerful. Also, another thing you can collect are insight. Insight can either be found from the madman's knowledge, or you get it from defeating bosses. You can defeat bosses through the normal story mode, or you can do something called the Chalice Dungeons. Chalice Dungeons are areas where you explore and it's constantly changing. You go down to each level of the Chalice Dungeon and you beat every boss in your way. On average, there's about 3 to 4 levels in each Chalice Dungeon. However, to be able to go to a Chalice Dungeon, you need to find items in order to do a Chalice ritual, which then makes the Chalice Dungeons available. Sometimes these are easy or quick ways to try and get more blood echoes, or you just want to deter from the main story at that time, which I've done several times because you will get stuck in this game if you are not leveled up enough. Bloodborne has been the first From Software game that I have taken seriously. I have tried to play Demon Souls, however, I was not good at it at the time. However, I will give it a chance again, since at the time I did not know how to really play a From Software game. Bloodborne is really becoming a favorite of mine. It's a very good challenge. You have to really think of how you're going to go about the areas, because sometimes just going in and trying to fight every single enemy is not the answer. My only real problem with this game are the loading screens. They happen way too much. Every time you die, you get a loading screen. Every time you go to a new location using the lanterns, loading screen. It gets kind of irritating at times, but it actually is a nice break when you're having a tough time with the game. When I first got the game, the loading screens were pretty boring. It just said Bloodborne over a black background. With the new patches and everything, now the loading screens are a little more interesting. They show some item descriptions and some lore, a little bit more interesting than just staring at the title of the game that you're playing and hating it every time you die or have to go to a new location.
Bloodborne is an amazing game, very difficult but very good. And to show how good it is, I am starting a rating system, a consistent one, because I haven't really had a rating system for the other 2 games I did, but this system will be for all games here on Fort. So we have our shelf system. The bottom shelf are pretty bad games. The middle shelf will be kind of okay games. Can't really go wrong from there. And the top shelf will be awesome games. And for Bloodborne, it will be a top shelf game. Well guys, I hope you liked the video, and if you liked it, give it a like, subscribe, share it. I don't know, just do something cool with it. I will be doing next week's video on retro games. I will be alternating them between newer games and older games. Older games consist of NES, SNES, N64, PS2, and PS3, since PS3 is kind of ending up now as an outdated system. I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and see you next time on Caretaker Gamer.